We're here to make American government and politics tenable, making American government and politics more understandable, presented by citizenu.org. Today's theme, political parties. Today we'll be looking at the essential words associated with political parties. Listen and learn about political parties. When talking about political parties, you first must consider parties as a big tent. Political parties want to be a big tent. Political parties want to attract as many voters as possible who will vote for their candidates. Political parties provide voters labels. Though political parties are weaker today than in the past, party identification or party labels still provide a significant help to voters come election day. If political parties attract a lot of voters, then political parties win elections. They are a big tent. Political parties. The following 10 words will make political parties more understandable, more tenable. Divided government. Divided government is when the President of the United States belongs to a different political party than the majority of Congress. When they both belong to the same party, it is called a unified government. Oftentimes, divided governments encourage a greater spirit of compromise. Divided government. What are the advantages and disadvantages of having a divided government? Party machine. A party machine describes a local party leader who builds loyalty and devotion by passing out perks and privileges. In history, party machines often involved mayors who built long-term winning coalitions through the strategic use of patronage. By passing out jobs to their patrons, these mayors create a web of loyalists who go out and work to build even more support for the machine boss. Party machine. Why are there so few party machines left? Should we miss them? Labels. Conservative, liberal. One of the most important roles played by political parties is to provide voters with clear-cut labels. Democrats represent liberal interests, while Republicans represent conservative interests. Party labels allow citizens to use partisan ID as a shortcut when determining their vote. Labels. How do party labels help the democratic process? Imagine a political process without political parties. Two-party system. The American political process is characterized in part by our two-party system. Whereas most democracies welcome multiple parties, here in the United States, certain institutional rules make it almost imperative that we have only two. Pluralistic elections would be one example. In pluralistic elections, the candidate with the most votes wins. If there were more than two candidates, the winner would more likely have less than a majority vote. Political efficacy and legitimacy improves when elected officials carry a majority of the votes. Two-party system. List the benefits of having a two-party system. Do we need political parties at all? Base, rank and file. Within our political parties, two distinct types of members can be found. The base would be the party activists. Base members are the most loyal and the most likely to vote. Rank and file members are more numerous, but show more casual support. They vote, but not always. More and more Americans are independent voters. They are neither base nor rank and file members of either political party. Base, rank and file. Who is more valuable to a political party, the base or the rank and file? Platforms. A political party platform would be a laundry list of issue positions. If you want to know what a candidate and his or her party will stand up for, you can look at their respective platform. Today, with the candidates taking center stage with their own personal followings, party platforms have grown less important. Platforms. Why have party platforms become less important in recent years? Personal following. Personal followings are a recent phenomenon in the American political system. Candidates used to be wholly dependent upon their political party. With the inception of modern media like TV, candidates were able to bypass the political party by creating their own direct support. This personal following allowed candidates the chance to challenge the party bosses. In turn, these personal followings have weakened political parties in America. Personal following. What factors have led to the rise of personal followings in elections? Party caucuses. An important party function inside the Congress is found in the party caucuses. Party caucuses are made up of party members who gather to discuss strategy, agendas, and legislative priorities. If a political party can show the discipline to act together, their power in the legislative chamber is usually enhanced greatly. Party caucuses. How do political parties exert their authority inside our Congress? Patronage. Patronage is as old as politics itself. Patronage means that the winner in an election gets to appoint friends and loyal base members to positions of importance in the government. Civil service reform in the late 19th century brought an end to much of the patronage power once held by the U.S. president. The Pendleton Act replaced many of the patronage jobs in the executive branch with jobs based upon merit. Patronage. Is patronage a positive or a negative? Citizens United versus the FEC. This is a court decision that held U.S. corporations could participate in campaigns and elections. U.S. corporations could now participate in campaigns through independent expenditures. The court argued that corporations are protected by the same rights as individuals. Opponents, however, worried that corporate money could swing electoral outcomes in ways that would advantage the privileged. Citizens United versus the FEC. Why does corporate money in politics frighten so many people? Should it? We're here to make American government and politics tenable. We're making American government and politics more understandable, one word at a time. Presented by citizenu.org.